Good morning. I am Paitra Nagarajan and my metric card number is A24B2877. Today, I'm going to share about demographic in taxation. Recently, I had an opportunity to interview an entrepreneur at Bibictron. This was a virtual meeting which is conducted by 6 people. The main goal of the interview was to access some Q&A section about taxation. I could like to introduce the entrepreneur that I interviewed earlier. Her name is Tunku Siti Liana Zahira binti Tunle, is 36 years old. She's a graduate from UTHM in Johor, Malaysia, with a degree in computer science specializing information security. Madam Liana is running a cafe named Bibictron has been in operation for about 2 years, starting from last year 2023 and entering its second year of the business. Her cafe name is Bibictron and it is one of the symbolic places in classical Malay Kelantan, which is which means elevate or awaken, round to Kelantan, which means aroma. Alright, in F&B sector, there's always, as we know, will always serve their western dishes and coffee. So currently in Madam Liana's cafe, it's quite limited because they only have 2 stars, which is Madam Liana and her sibling. Example, their coffee options are Americano and Cappuccino, and they do have their signature dish, which is nasi lemak along with asam laksa and chicken chop.
Okay, I will be explaining the final information of a banking one business. Market one business income per year uh, is around 100,000 to almost 2,100. In addition, banking one business is registered with LHDN, Lembaga Hasil Dalam Negeri in Malaysia. If the owner of banking room has used finance system such as Cubo, the maximum finance easily. Next, we implement attitude, the forward tax compliance. The owner side the tax is one of the law of Malaysia must not be registered and opening a bank. And in addition, the owner the bank on inside the computer is very important to mind the business. And also, unlike of the give its opinion on the tax that we tax the business transaction, uh, it will be more scarce and safe and decline in the market business. Finally, the owner of the market type the that tax is better because the tax credit the trust of the customer and has integrity. In other words, all outgoing and income goal transaction are always made and carefully. Next, I hand over the presentation. The next person. Thank you very much.
I will talk about subjective norms. This cafe business started with nothing regarding tax-related information. Even the owner of this cafe had no experience in F&B. But after COVID, the owner got the inspiration to open a cafe. The owner tried to do his own research regarding tax-related matters regarding the ins and outs of the business. The owner was not pressured by any people to learn about tax. The owner took the opportunity to learn about tax with information on the LHDN website and YouTube regarding tax. The owner also knew that if sale exceeded RM100,000, the business would be taxed and had to be paid to LHDN. In terms of pressure, the owner does not feel pressure when doing business. This is because it is in accordance with the laws that have been set by the authorities. The owner opinion is that if we record and keep the record well, we can manage our business well. But if we do not comply with the law of our country that have been set, our business will be penalties. When there is an inspection, such as not recording business transaction correctly and not registering the business with SSM. I will talk
Next,
about subjective
I will
norms.
talk about
This cafe
perceived
business
behavior
started with
control.
nothing regarding
Business
tax-related
owner
information.
practice discipline,
Even the
culture,
owner of
management,
this
and
cafe had no
integrity.
experience
Every
in F&B
daily
transaction
but
will
after
be
COVID,
recorded,
the owner
and
got the
recording every
inspiration to
transaction
open
is
a cafe.
important in
The
business
owner try
because
to do his
the
own
allegation
research
will
regarding
see
tax
it
related
for
the
debtors.
owner
This
regarding
step
the
can
ins
explain
and
out
themselves to be
of the
better.
business. In
The
addition,
owner was
the
not
owner
pressured
also
by
use a digital
any
record
people
system
to learn
to
about
record
tax.
business
The owner
transaction
to the
because when
opportunity
a
to
business
learn
use
about
a
tax which
manual recording
information
system,
on the
there is
LHDN
a
website and
possibility
YouTube
regarding
that
tax.
we will
The
make
owner
mistake.
also knew that
Digital
if
record
sales
system
exceeded
very important.
RM100,000,
This
the business will be
and
taxed.
so
And
even small
had to be
industry
paid to
can reach
LHDN.
to a digital
In
platform
terms of
because
pressure,
it is
the
easy
owner
for us to
does not
integrate
feel pressure
them
when
any
doing
other
business.
system.
This
When we
this
use a
is
system,
because it
we
is
want to
in
integrate it
accordance
more
with the
easily.
laws
The
that
owner
have
do
been
not have any
set
problem
by
by
the
making
authorities.
tax-related payment.
The
For
owner
owner, the
opinion is
government
that
has
if
made
we
it easy
record and
for
keep
all
the
business
record
owner
will,
to
we
pay
can
tax
manage
online or
our
manually.
business will.
But
But
if
if we do not
to make
comply
it
with
easy
the
for business
law
owner to pay tax
of
easily
our
and
country
on time
that have
to
been set,
avoid legal
our
action,
business will be
we
penalized.
can learn how
When
to pay
there is
tax
a
by looking
inspection
at the
such as
LHDN
not recording
website
business
or
transaction
watching YouTube
correctly
to fill
and not
out
record
the form.
and not registering the business which
It's about awareness and understanding of e-invoicing. Awareness level. Small industry may overlook the importance of proper record keeping, which is a vital for tasks like tax filing. Having digital records ensure discipline, accuracy, and tracking business activity, especially when dealing with taxes. Digital records are crucial as they reduce the risk of human error. Although many small businesses they rely on manual process. This digital promotes structure and reliable business management. Time saving it will speed up invoicing process, allowing business to focus on operation. Otherwise, it better tracking like provide real-time insight into sales expenses and business performance. A disciplined approach to digital records help business remain compliant and organized. Business need to take the initiative to learn and implement e-invoice system for those less familiar with technology training and necessary. Resources such as YouTube, tutorial and government agency program are available for understanding and apply invoicing system efficiently. Access to information is longer a challenges. Platform like NHDM website provide detailed guidance to business need for agency directly to provide numbers. YouTube tutorial and online resources also make learning about e-invoicing vital and practical for small industry. Versus synchronous e-invoice are essential for business regardless of size because they simply record KPI and reduce error compared to manual methods. They are faster, more efficient, and save time, making them a valuable tool in the work industry. The government should focus on providing special subsidies to encourage the adoption of e-invoice, particularly in industry like F&B. Awareness and accessibility can be expanded to ensure that more business benefit from such initiative. Financial assistance such as student for paid e-invoicing application and training program can help business transaction to digital platform effectively. Small industry, despite often rely on manual method, can also benefit from switching to digital platform due to the ease of integration with various systems. Adopting a digital culture and seamless effective management. Adopting a digital culture and seamless and efficient management, creating a more streamlined operation structure. Following regulation leads to a consistent and systematic business model.
maintaining both manual and digital record, such as receipt, help track business progress. Compliance with legal requirements, such as registering with agency like SSM. Ensure business stability and avoid penalty during enforcement checks. A structured approach build a stronger foundation for long-term success.
Next, I will continue the presentation. My name is Norihana binti Yasin. My matric number is A24B2867. From our interview, the owner is agree if e-invoice is a user-friendly for small business. She also encouraged small business to change from manually to e-invoice because it can reduce the human mistake and easy to integrate. Using a e-invoice, it is more easy to record all the process and saving more time. E-invoice also can reduce from risk to lose any transaction because all the record will be in the system. For her, e-invoice also important in this era, especially for small business, to got the trust from supplier and customer. Next, I will talk about challenges or barriers to adoption. Based on the interview, we noticed that the owner liked to study first about everything related in business before she opened her own business. So, from the interview, she don't have any challenge or barriers to change from manual to e-invoice. This company use QuickBooks as a digital platform, and so far they never have any technical problem during use this app. But to protect their business record, they still record it manually as a backup when the technical problem will happen.
I want to talk about external factor influencing adoption. For this invoice, the only thing the government can probably focus on F&B sector. The owner tell us that the F&B invoice, if we Google it, is indeed from the government which facilitates tax payment. The owner give examples such as Mara have made a program to help in terms of the job industry, especially F&B. The owner feels the government can probably focus more on issuing specific subsidy for F&B. Apart from that, the owner feel that the government needs to hold more widespread e-invoice training. For example, if the previous one may not be widespread, maybe only information about the e-invoice will reach certain people. The owner feel that this invoice is not widely advertised for the F&B sector and the government can expand it further like with other subsidies. This is because the subsidy may be known by the majority of Malaysian. The owner feel that the government should encourage the use of this e-invoice more because it can save time and make financial record more systematic and stored safely. This is because it easy to gain trust from supplier and external investor when the system use complies with government regulation. Apart from that, with the existence of the e-invoice, the owner can open the system at any time and can view annual, monthly, or daily financial record. Okay, next, I want to talk about consultation for the use of e-invoice. The owner advised businesses to use e-invoice because one of them is that can reduce manual errors that we used before. And one is that it quickly save time and we don't have to make report manually because of this e-invoice. For example, the owner use any application like Google that allow the integration of information that we record in the application. When using the application, you can import and export document, making the work faster. This can also reduce many manual errors, so it is very, very important to be aware of this e-invoice.
The reflection that I could like to share is about the findings of the cafe, the struggles, and the new information that I get from the interview. Firstly, it was kinda hard to find a F&B. As a solo owner, me and my teammates searched a lot of cafe and food stalls. Finally, we had found one and only Bibik Chon Cafe, which is located in Kelantan. Based on the interview that I have been taken for the assignment, taught me a lot of new information on taxation from a small business owner. While she answered, and I was impressed that she know about tax and she answered each of every question that we asked. I get to know that small business are paying tax too. The assignment felt great to me. Madam Liana understood the importance of paying tax and follow the regulations of appropriate financial documentation. And I felt the interview taught to pay tax to ensure long-term sustainability of business and building stakeholders. This under- she also stated that to certain extent taxes have been merits and demerits. That's all from me. Thank you.
I am very grateful. Then thank you for the cooperation with my friend and honor of Baki Rokum. Hard work, honest doing and strong support have made it possible for this that to be successfully. This experiment not lead to the meaning of cooperation but also prove the diligent effort we certainly bear fruit. Thank you for you all the and support give. Bye.
While doing this task, I feel various feelings such as disappointed, happy, excited, and nervous. Because while doing this task, we went through various obstacles, but I consider this obstacle as tasks for us to make us better.
First, I accept this task. I very nervous because I had to do some interview session. This is my new experience doing an interview with a sole proprietorship. There are some challenge when doing this interview. For example, some business owner do not accept us for his business interview. In the end, my friend and I were able to complete the task successfully. I very happy and enjoy being able to go through the challenge with my friend.
First, it's hard to find a company to accept our interview because of the flight. We were rejected many times before we got this company. But we so lucky because the owner from this company want to accept our interview. For the interview session, I got many new knowledge about taxation and invoice because the owner give the detailed answer for our question.
The reflection I got from this interview is that even though the owner of Babati Roun has a small cafe with 2 employees, the owner of Babati Roun is a very knowledge and serious person regarding the taxation in Malaysia. I personally did not expect that this owner knew so much regarding taxation. E-invoice because usually small shop and thus in outside of the city do not know about taxation, and there are also some shop that operate without paying taxes to the IRB. The owner of FNB is a responsible and strict person regarding the finance inflow and outflow records.